Well, hello YouTube. It's Retta and I'm back. This time I'm going to show a couple of decks. I'm not going to go through every card unless, you guys are requesting it. And I realized that 15 minutes going through each card deck is a little bit too much. But here's a couple of cute tarots, and also a couple, one of them that there's a few first editions left. So if you're interested in seeing this one, it's called the Mayak Tarot. This is the one that came before Journeys to Egypt. So you might see like one or two cards the same as Journeys to Egypt. But as you can see, she has a couple. I've been looking for this deck for a long time. And I wasn't going to get it because if you look on Amazon, they have it on Amazon, but people are selling it for like $200 and some just for the deck. When if you go to Julia Watt's website, she has a few of these first editions left. As you can see, I found it. It's 969, so she's got about 30 copies left. And I bought this with her book, which is the book for the Mayak Tarot. Isn't it beautiful? This is a beautiful, it's a hard book, and it's just like written like it's been written years ago. It's black and white, it's not in colors, but she goes through and she also uses the planetary systems, not quite the same way as other decks may use. She's really into ancient Kemet and Egyptian. So that's what her main focus is. So if you like the Journey of Egypt Tarot that I had, you'll love this one. And also she signs this, like I said. I'll go through a couple of the cards just so you can see. This is her older deck, and it's still pricey. There's her Fool. Let me see. Oh, I'm kind of, oh, sorry about that. Let's see if we can see it. Isn't that pretty? So there's her Fool, and this one has the different races. There's the High Priestess. Sorry about the nudity, but let's see. This is Death. That's, whoops. So this gives you kind of, you'll see it's really glossy, and like the other Into the, it's really glossy, and I would prefer the cards to be thicker, but they're very sturdy. I don't think they'll ruin easily, but they're, they could be a lot thicker. But just a couple other random pictures. So the Four of Cups, and just to give you a couple. But this deck is really nice. So if you were looking, I think Eclectic Tarot has some of her pictures on there too. So if you were looking for, this deck, she still has some available. I know a lot of you collectors would like that with the book, the nice hardcover. Check out her site. I'm trying to remember if it's on. It's let's see, it should be on here. Yeah, newmoontradingcompany.com. So just CO, not the whole company. Also, I got this from Antiquarian Tarot. It's on Etsy, and Maree Bento makes this, and this is the bag for her tarot. It comes with the bag. Isn't that cute? It's nice and padded. And I'll go through. She gives you some few extra cards. but it's basically, so she gives you 6 extra cards, and this card is beautiful. Look at that, if you can see that. That's one of the extra cards. So let's see. That's the 9 of Swords. And let me see. She has them, and you can choose. She has like 3. She has 3 different sizes of decks. You can get the mini, the regular, or this is the big size. And her devil card, she's got Baphomet as her devil card. And she also has the astrological symbols down there. And you can order, she's on Etsy, and I think it's Muses Divine is her Etsy store. But she also has, like, you can pick out if you want it smooth or linen. Here's her High Priestess. I got linen on this one. I also ended up, she has the Norman deck too that I picked up. But, so I'm just looking through here. There's her tower. So they're older photographs, like a collage of older photographs, but they really represent the deck. So she did a good job. Oops, sorry, there's another card. So that's the Antiquarian, the Antiquarian deck. And like I said, she has a few sizes and different styles of cardstock you can get. It doesn't come with the book. Just so you know, it does not come with the book. So then this one is so freaking cute. It's the Tarot of Trees by Dana Driscoll. That's the book. You can you have to buy, you can get it as a set. I got it as a set. But also if you look in her book, it's colored. So, and then here's her cards. They're not like, they're like this, a little bit bigger than like a Lenormand set card deck. But the Tarot of Trees. And you would think because it's trees, it wouldn't really represent the tarot great, but it really does. She did an excellent job. I'll show you a couple. Like this is the Sun. This is the Empress, so you can see the bounty, the harvest right there. So that's the Empress card. I think the Devil card. Excuse my animals. You hear them coming down there. Let me see if I can find it. I love this one. That's the Devil card, and it's basically like a dead tree, and it's wrapped in chains and cuffs with the blackbird. And I'll go through a couple of other ones. Let's see. There is her Three of Swords. Oh, now my dog wants to eat. Sorry about that. And here is the King of Swords, just so you can have an idea. But it's a really cute deck, and it has all this symbology in there. So there's that. This one is the Eight of Pentacles. So, and this is the back. Oh, I didn't show you the backs of the cards. So this is the back of the Tarot of Trees. And you can get hers, I think you can get hers online. I think if you go to tarotoftrees.com, I believe it's tarotoftrees.com, or just look it up and Google Tarot of Trees and her site should come up. But it's Dana Driscoll. And so I love, love, love that deck. But here's the back of the Antiquarian deck. It's really pretty. It's like a a vintage, very vintage look. And then for the Mayak Tarot, what did I do with them? There's, oh, here they are. Here's the back of the Mayak Tarot. So it's not really reversible, but I think it's such a nice deck. Oh, and then I wanted to show you a quick, I wanted to show you a different one. Oh, here it is. Let me see what time it is. It's 10 minutes. So here's an oracle deck called the Vintage Wisdom Oracle. Oh my God. If you like old Victorian, you'll love this. It's so pretty. So it's an oracle deck. And it does come with a little book. No pictures or nothing. It's, you know, a little book on it. So if you can see that. This is the back of the cards. You can see that. Isn't that so pretty? That's the back of the cards. And I'll just go through a few. Like here's the Ancestors card. Isn't that pretty? And then here is the New Beginnings card. And I'm just trying to, let's see, some that kind of, look at that pretty balance card. That's balance. And here's a Guardian Angel card. Look at this power card. So I really enjoy this oracle deck. Here's a Sanctuary. I look forward to using it. And here's a Wisdom. So if you like that feeling in your cards, like vintage, it's like Renaissance period. Oh, I love it. Look those up. Also, I have another Madam, here we go. Here's another oracle deck, and it's Madam Endora's fortune cards. So here they are. It comes with a little white book. It's not that many pages. So it's like this big. And here's the back of the cards. The card stock is okay. It's not. It's fine, but it's not like the best. But I'll show you a couple of these cards. Here's Hindrance. Oops. There you go. That's a pretty card. I'm just going to go through a few of them. The Spirit. Here's the Unicorn for good fortune and friendship, I guess. And it has like the elements. So this one is what? Water. And it means emotions are at their peak. So, the Queen. Love and prosperity. And it just has the Harlequin. The feelings are being masked. So it's just like that. And this is the fortune cookie deck. You know, I'm just showing you a couple of them. If you want me to go into more of them. And that's by, who the heck was, I have so many boxes. This one's by Christine Philippe. And then the Vintage Oracle is by Victoria Mosley. That is just such a pretty deck. And like I said, the Antiquarian Tarot you can get on Etsy. And you'll really, really enjoy that. Julia Watts, Mayak, you can get on her website, the New Moon Company. I think I said that right. And that's it. Well, thank you for taking the time. I do have some Lenormand decks. I'm a collector like crazy. I don't even know how to do Lenormand yet, but I did buy a book, and eventually I'll learn. But that's it. So thank you for taking the time. I hope this one was a little bit better. It was probably a little bit more confusing, but I did a few decks this time. So if you want to know anything else about these decks, just, leave me a message, and I'll get back to you. Have a good night.